Welcome back. Let's have an example on args and kwargs together. We have a function define order pizza with three arguments: the customer name, some toppings on the pizza, and details. So we have details of size, crust, and time. Toppings are the args, details are the kwargs. And let's call our order pizza now with its attributes. So we have order pizza, the customer name say Alice, and let's have some toppings. The first is chicken, second all meat, and the third is seafood. So let's go. And let's have some data concerning the details. Let's have size and crust and time. Once we write size equals and introduce the value, then Python recognizes that these are kwargs. It's the form of the dictionary included in kwargs. So let's have for the size here, large. And let's continue with our details. So those are our toppings, those are our details, the size, the crust, and the delivery time. So let's here have our display toppings and display details. For the display toppings, let's have the if function. And of course inside the order pizza. So if toppings, which means if toppings are true, but we don't introduce this are true, we print the toppings. So we have print, and between quotations you ordered the following toppings. And let's for each topping print it. So we have a for loop for the counter say topping in toppings, in the list toppings. We print the topping. So we have print using the f string between quotations. Let's have a dash here, and let's include between curled brackets the topping. Otherwise, if there are no toppings, we include the else here and print you ordered a plain pizza. So we have our shift tab here for twice, else, print, you ordered a plain pizza. Let's now display our details, which are the size, crust, and time. So let's have here tab, because those displays are under the order function. So we will use the get method to get the value of a key. So we have the first key is size equals the name of the dictionary details here. So we have details, the method get, and we get the value of the key size. So we have here between quotations size. This size given here. Let's continue. Another statement on the same Python line. So we have a semicolon here, and we introduce now the crust. So we have crust equals details and get the value, which is between quotations crust. Let's have our last statement on the same line. Of course, the size, the crust, and the time here are those given in the details in the main program. They are the attributes passed to the argument details here. So let's continue. Time equals, and let's have details.get. Between brackets and between quotations here, time, which is meant to be the delivery time, of course. This is our program. It's a function order pizza. The main program calls the function. We have customer name, toppings, and details as arguments. Toppings is a list and details is a dictionary. Let's have our first run here. It gives hello Alice, thank you for your order. It's our first statement here to be printed. You ordered the following toppings, chicken, all meat, and C, because here toppings are true. It gives you ordered the following toppings and each of the topping list. To have our details printed, let's go to display details. Of course, we called the value of each key here. Let's have them printed. So we have here print using the F string, and between quotations size is, or let's have size and colon, between curled brackets the size. Let's continue the same with the crust and the time. Let's have run now. We have all the details printed. The size is large, crust type is thin, and the delivery time is 45 minutes. Now let's call our order pizza another time in the main program here. So we have order pizza. Let's have the customer name to be, say, Bob. And Bob doesn't have any toppings on his pizza. And so we have a comma here. Once we imply the dictionary as variable equals the attribute, it will recognize it as a dictionary. And our dictionary is details, of course. So let's have here size equals small. And let's have run now. It gives hello Bob, thanks for your order. You ordered a plain pizza because we don't have any toppings here. Size equals small, crust type none, delivery time 9, as we introduce no crust and delivery time in our order pizza here. Now let's develop our program here to include the args as a list. So before the define function, we have a list of args. So we print here a variable topping list equals the list of our chicken, all meat, and seal. Let's simply have a copy here and then delete it. Okay, let's now go to our main program and adjust our order pizza. So we have the attribute Alice, and instead of toppings, we will delete all this and include the topping list. So let's have this deleted. Introduce a comma here and let's have topping list. Let's have our run and check our results. It gives the same results here. Hello Alice, thanks for your order. You ordered the following toppings, and it gives a list of the toppings. And it proceeds with the details. Hello Bob, you ordered a plain pizza because we didn't have toppings here for Bob. Now let's proceed with developing our program and have the details as a dictionary. So let's include here details or detail dictionary, dict. And let's have our dictionary here. And let's have a copy of this. Of course, it's now a dictionary, so we have the key between quotations. Instead of this equal, we have a colon here. For our second item in the dictionary here, we will do the same. Cross between quotations, a colon instead of equal, time between quotations, and a colon instead of this equal. Let's go back here to our order pizza in the main program and let's delete all this. And let's have our detail dictionary. Let's have Bob as a command now. Have our run. And we get the same output. This is the list of the toppings. This is the dictionary of our details. Let's proceed with developing our program and let's have our topping list and detail dictionary to be a selected list and a selected dictionary corresponding. First of all, let's adjust this display to be choose toppings and choose details. Let's include choose toppings and choose details as a list and a dictionary before the function here. So before our function, let's have a variable say chosen toppings equals an empty list and the chosen details equals an empty dictionary. Let's print this variable for the user to choose from. So have here print between quotations topping list have a comma for another print here and print the topping list. Similarly here we have the print of the details. Let's have our first user input data here. So before print hello customer name, let's have the user put his name. So customer name equals the input and between quotations enter your name please. Let's have a colon and a space here. In our choose toppings here, let's have a while loop to be able to break this loop at any time and exit. So let's have here while true. Our colon and let's have choice 1 for the choice of the toppings and later we will have choice 2 for the choice of the details. So we have here choice 1 equals input your topping choice. And we start an if condition here. If choice equals q, then quit. As usual, if choice 1 is equal to q, then quit. Print you exit and break. Between quotations here, you exit. And perform the following statement, just break. If choice in topping list. So we have here shift tab and our if choice 1 in topping list. Then we receive the choice from the user and append it to the chosen toppings. So we have our chosen toppings here. Dot append the choice 1. Our last case in this if condition, if the user enters an invalid choice, neither one of the toppings nor Q to quit. So we have here our else, and let's help the user by printing invalid choice, try again. Let's now adjust the print here of the toppings. So if our chosen toppings now, because we have this list, chosen toppings created. So if chosen toppings is true, which means it has elements appended in it, then print you ordered the following toppings and use a for loop to print each topping in the list. Otherwise, print you ordered a plain pizza. Let's go to the details and do the same. Let's have a copy of this while true and adjust it for our choose details. So let's have here choice 2 equals input your choice from the details. If choice 2 equals Q, print you exit and break. Otherwise, if choice 2 in detail dictionary, this is the given dictionary for details. This detail dict. Then have here the chosen details. Here, between square brackets, the choice 2 equals detail dictionary between square brackets choice 2. This here gives the value of the key choice 2 and of course includes it in the dictionary chosen details. And else print invalid choice, try again. Now let's continue with the choose details and let's have the print of our details. Let's adjust the call of the function order pizza now. So we have between quotations the first argument or attribute, customer name. Let's have it from here. Comma, chosen toppings here. And it adds the star toppings automatically. And let's have another comma for the chosen details. So we have chosen details here. Let's include the stars as those weren't included automatically. Let's have a quick look now on our program. We have a topping list, a detail list for the user to choose from. Chosen toppings, chosen details are a list and a dictionary created on the choice of the user. We have our function order pizza, input the customer name, and a while loop here. Choice 1 to input from the topping list and append to chosen toppings. Let's now have here if chosen toppings is true, which means if it has elements now, have this for loop for topping in chosen toppings. In our chosen toppings here, print the topping, else print you ordered a plain pizza. Again, for choose details, we have our while loop here. Choice 2 is the variable to input the choice from the details and include its value here to the chosen details dictionary. So let's have here size equals chosen details and get the size, crust, chosen details, and get the value of the crust, and similarly time is from the created dictionary chosen details. Now let's print the size, the crust, and the time. And we have our order pizza here. The customer name, the toppings. Now it's from chosen toppings. The details are now from the created dictionary chosen details. Let's have our run. So we have here the topping list and the details to choose from. The name, say Alice. Choice from toppings, let's choose chicken. And Q to quit this choice, choice 1. And it prints you order the following toppings and chicken. Enter your choice from the details. So we have our details here. Let's choose the size and the time. So we have here size, time, and use our Q to quit. The size is large, time equals 45, and we chose no crust, so crust type equals none. And it prints you exit. This concludes with our example on args and kwargs together.